Well, we've been getting some questions about our new Yucca Blind, so we figured we'd do a quick overview for everyone. So one of the first things that we really looked at and we've always wondered about was, you know, why these have always been black nylon straps. So in nature, we know that there's just not a lot of real stark black things out there. And so we went with an olive green for all the nylon straps. You can see that down there with the corner strap. And then we went ahead and added additional tie down straps in the middle of every panel. So that way, you know, just added security, keep that thing tied down, keep the wind from getting under it. We still have some places here if you want to put in your own foliage, you can do that. A zip up back window. We do have a skylight roof as well. It does have a little flap here underneath, so that way when it comes down, if it's raining or anything else, that it's going to come off instead of going in and underneath into the zipper. So nice addition there. You can see these sliding windows. This top flap comes in over that bottom one, which just makes sense, right, for rainfall, anything else trying to come in. But inevitably you'll find that these tend to separate, and there's kind of a gap. We've got a good solution for that inside, which I'm about to show you. Let's see here. Just like the olive straps, the zipper color here, we went with something a little bit more natural, some color you might find in nature. The other big question we've been getting is just how see-through is it? So we're going to show that to y'all here. You can see it's pretty easy to see through these, but the additional thing that you'll notice here is this dark flap. So in every single one of these windows, we've added an additional interior flap just for, I wouldn't call it security so much, but you know, the wind tries to blow in those slider windows, and this thing can turn into a sail pretty fast. And so with having this additional flap in there, it really kind of blocks that wind from getting into the blind. They also make for a pretty good sunshade. You know, if you set this thing up and you've got the sun coming in on one end, you don't want it to come in and silhouette you. And so, you know, you can leave this panel up and take the other two down and still have a reasonable amount of shooting lanes. But then that sun's not beaming in on you either. So I'm gonna get in here and show you these panels. So they zip up, so they're pretty secure. They're not gonna be flapping in the wind. This material, which you're about to hear, is pretty durable. This is what our entire blind is made out of. This isn't, you know, thin fabric. This is very durable. Our goal in building these is to help them last for as many seasons as we can for you guys. That's how we work, and so we imagine that's how y'all want it to function too. So there you can see, without that additional, you can roll these up. That's what I usually do. Just roll it up and keep it out of the way. Once you tuck them in behind these poles, they stay pretty good on their own. And but you still have a great visibility out of these initial exterior panels. Here you can see that these are our little sliders here. Work pretty good. Get these up and out of the way here for you. Coming in, get you a nice little shooting lane here. And then even this middle one, I love using these poles. By the time you're sitting down in a chair, this makes for a pretty good rest. So that's the additional panels. We do have a skylight, like I showed you. Good, strong zipper construction here. That was a big priority for us. You can open it up just a little bit for some airflow, or maybe you're duck hunting and you need another shooting lane up here. Pretty accessible. You know, I'm about 5'11", and I can stand up in this thing without a lot of problems, and have a little bit of room. These hubs are very durable. We also went the extra mile here with our pole inserts. You can see this here. We went with some heavy duty nylon, so you can't push the rods through. Definitely not as easy. I mean, some of you guys might be pretty strong, but you'd have to really work at it to push those poles through. And of course, we've got a blacked out panel here in the back and the top, so you don't silhouette yourself. and a nice zip up window here. Same construction as the others. A little pocket here for some additional storage. Maybe the steak bag. We provide a lot of steaks. And y'all, we put the flaps on the inside. We've just seen that to be more efficient for us than putting it on the exterior. You still have the corner tie downs on the outside and the middle tie downs on the outside, but then you have additional grommets here where you can put stakes in to keep things from getting in. You can cover these with dirt, or if you have a mat you want to put in, you can do that too. It just really gives you a lot more options than just having that flap outside. So this is the Yucca Blind, and we hope y'all enjoyed as much as we do, and happy hunting.